Three, two, one. Pickles. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you with the Rust Console Edition Best Roof Bunker Base Design today. And this is going to be for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and the Xbox Series X. And this is another bunker base design that I'm bringing to you. And it is going to be a 2x2. And you can fit a good, you could solo this bunker base. You can have a duo or a trio squad in it, even a Zerg if you wanted to. But anyways, I'm going to show you how to basically build this roof bunker base design, and you could use it for any wipe for the Rust Console Edition. So let's get into building this design real quick. Alright, so what makes this special compared to any of my other bunker base designs? Well, typically when I have a bunker base, I always build it with the triangles to make the doorway of the bunker. So you have one low triangle foundation and then two raised ones on the right and the left, right? So what you would do if you're new to Rust is when you start off, this is how the bunker base starts. You would have the three triangles in the front and then your 2x2 behind that, which starts with this square foundation right here. Now in order to seal the bunker, you would have one stone half wall at the top, and then this would stay twig. And in order to seal it, let me get up there. In order to seal it, you'd take a triangle ceiling tile, put it there, and then harden it. And then basically nobody could get in your base without wasting rockets or explosives on this triangle ceiling tile. So all your loot's back here, yada yada. I have a video on a basic stability bunker on my Rust Guides playlist. I'll put it in the cards in the top right so you can see it. Anyways, so when you break this, the top half wall never breaks because you got walls around it supporting it. But the triangle ceiling tile that was stone would break, and then you'd slide out of your hole here like a little snake and either go outside your base or go upstairs on top of your base. All right, anyways, I just wanted to show you the difference because I'm going to show you what this roof bunker base entails. All right, so let me delete all this and let's build the roof bunker base. All right, in order to build the roof bunker base, your starter base for this is going to be a square foundation. You can go ahead because it's the beginning of the wipe, or maybe it could be mid wipe and you got raided. You can use this base at any time. You're going to go ahead and stone it. You're going to throw some walls around it. Ceiling. TC in the back right corner if I can, if it'll let me. Nope, it won't. Alright, so you place your TC as tight as you can in the back right corner. It's because I'm building block from the other base. Then you go ahead and stone these. Put a double doorway frame up. And then you'd go ahead on the outside, put a square foundation. Go ahead and put a half wall on the square foundation. And make sure they're only twig. Put another square ceiling tile, and then go ahead and put your triangle on the inside so your TC would occupy this back right corner. You'd harden that to stone and go ahead and get rid of all the twig on the inside. And then you would have your TC room. That would be your starter base. Now, although it is kind of, small in the beginning, we're going to make it into something even better. Alright, let's say you've been out, you've been collecting mats, you have your sleeping bag on the outside of your base. you have some storage boxes set up already, so we can actually put some in. So you would shut the door. You put one large box in the front, then another small box next to this. Let's see if I can get it. Perfect. Say your TC was in the back right corner, you'd put a large box on the bottom left, like this, and you'd put another one in front of your TC, and then one small box there. And so far you have one TC room with optimal storage, right? So you got your TC in the back right corner, and you have it locked off. Now typically you'd have a wooden double door here with a wooden lock, but for this, for all intents and purposes, I'm using a double sheet metal door with a keypad or a code lock. The reason why is because basically if you go ahead and farm components on a road, or you take items and you grind them up in the recycler at the outpost or a recycler near you, you can get metal frags from them. Once you get the metal frags, you can go ahead and craft a double sheet metal door and a code lock. I think it's the most efficient thing to do when you're starting a wipe, or if it's even mid-wipe and you got raided. You should always have metal doors. Wood doors people can yoke a pistol through and they can eco-raid it pretty well. So we want to avoid that by using metal, because in the beginning of a wipe, typically people cannot raid through metal. They don't have explosives right off the rip. Alright, so anyways, let's get back to the roof bunker base. Alright, so once you got your TC room down, you're going to go ahead and put a square foundation in front of it, and then two more wrapping around it. Go ahead and make those stone. And then what you're going to do from here is, if you're looking at it, you're going to go ahead and put one square foundation right up front. Go ahead and stone that out. Now with this square foundation, what you're going to need to do is, well, basically you're going to have to wall off your entire base. Go ahead and make everything stone. Once you've made it stone, go ahead and put one double door frame here. Go ahead and make that stone. Then what you're going to do is obviously have your roof. You want to be protected. Then go ahead and put some walls up top, which are up here. And then one double doorway frame here. Now, in order to get up to this, you can either jump, or you can put a deployable down, which is like a box, or typically a furnace, which I have here. And then you can work on the rest of your base, and you'll be able to jump outside of your base as well. Now, once you get to this point, you're still exposed and your base is still open. Your double doorway frame is still open. I'll show you how to seal that. What you do is you put one square foundation here. Go ahead and make that stone. Okay? In order to jump up there, what you can do is put a half wall here and be able to jump in. But you're going to use a deployable to get out of here, because once you put this double doorway frame here, you cannot put a half wall. Now, you can leave this, you know, you could leave this open and not have a double doorway frame at first. That way you can use this to jump out, but it's a real tough angle, and I'm just warning you now, you're gonna get stuck, or it's not the fastest way to travel. Anyways, alright, so let's say you have a furnace, it's in your inventory, but you want to be able to seal up your base. So this is how you do a roof bunker. I would go ahead and put your double doorway frame down, and then Don't put a door in it yet. Have like a, go ahead and put a half wall down here. Then a square tile there. Ceiling tile. Knock out the bottom half wall. Make that stone. Now watch this. What I'm trying to do and what I need to do to make this roof bunker work is by taking a square ceiling tile, put that down. Once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and put my floor frame down here. Then I'm going to go ahead and knock out this square ceiling. Okay. And I should be okay here. Now, I should be able to put a door still on this frame. Okay. So what happens is I want that to swing inward like this. I want my code lock on it as well. And then it should be able to open and we'll have a frame here. Now, we're still exposed at the top, but don't worry about it. I got a fix to that, so we'll just wait a second and we'll figure it out. Okay, so since I do have this shelving here that I made for myself, I'm going to put another doorway frame here, a double doorway frame, and I'm going to make that stone. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my next double door or sheet metal door here, lock it up, okay? Now for your deployables such as like your furnaces, repair bench, research table, stuff like that, you can figure out how you want to configure it on the inside. I gave you the TC room storage layout, but I like when people come up with unique ideas for storage inside of a small base like this. Alright, anyways, now that we have our doorway frame here, what we can do is put our furnace down to go outside, okay? Now, once you do go outside, you're going to want to put another double door here. Now, if you have the garage door, for instance, that's even better if you get that BP right away. You can place that, put the code lock, and you can still reach it from the bottom off of a half wall. Now, if you do have this, great. If you could use a double sheet metal door, that's fine. Now you can jump off the half wall and in, okay? Or put your roof down, actually. Make that stone. Now, what is this floor frame for? Now, before you do this trick, you're going to have to remove, actually, I think you can keep, no. When you're leaving the base, you don't have to move the furnace because you're always going out this door, right? But when you're going into your base, what I would suggest is take this up, and when you want to seal it and you're getting offline, you're going to use a roof. This roof goes on the left wall of the floor frame, okay? Now, once you make that stone, that is a stone roof, that is like a stone wall. Now, when you shut your door, not only do you have a stone roof in the way, if somebody raids you, they have to go through a garage door or a double metal sheet metal or a double sheet metal door. So they'll have to go through one garage door or sheet metal door, a stone wall, and then one more door. In order to get out of here, what you need to do is bust that floor frame. Once you bust the floor frame, you'll be able to get out of your bunker, right? But the thing is, when you want to put a new floor frame in, you're going to have to snap a square ceiling to the shelving unit you have that you built, and then put in another floor frame. Once you've done that, you can, as usual, break this little square ceiling tile, and then there you have it. The floor frame is still intact, and you could still use it to seal up your bunker when you're going in and out of it, or if somebody's trying to go deep on you, you can go ahead and seal it real quick if you know they're blowing through this top door. And that is a roof bunker base design for you. Now, I'm going to teach you one more thing before I let you go, and then you guys can let me know what you think of this base design. Let's just say, for instance, you want to make the front of your base a little bit stronger. So we put our roof back, we make that stone. Let's say you're outside and one of your buddies sealed that up. And do remember before, hold on, I forget. Before you make a bunker base, put a sleeping bag down. Name it bunker base, okay? Or name it the bunker. Because in order to break that floor frame out, you need to spawn in to the bunker if somebody has sealed it up. So whoever's on your team needs to have a bag in here. If you're soloing it, you need to have a bag in here because you have to spawn in to get rid of this frame to break the bunker. If you do not have a bag inside this base, then you are up the Krebs Creek without a paddle. Okay, so make sure you have a sleeping bag in here, no matter how many teammates you have or anything, because if they don't have a bag in here, they can't get in the base. Anyways, so back to making your base stronger. So say we have it sealed up, and in the console version, you're not going to see this roof stick out as much. But like I said, you want to make this base stronger, okay? And you guys can add on to it as however you want. What I like to add to every one of my bases is something called a branch. What a branch is an extension of an airlock to get into your base. So what I like to do is, since we have this square here that we use for a half wall, once we get further into the wipe, I like to put a triangle on the front, one on the right, one on the left. I like to make these stone. Then I like using shot fronts. I'm a big advocate for that. Now here on this base, I wouldn't put a shot front here. I would leave this open for expansion. So if you want to go bigger than what I'm telling you, you could wrap all the way around here with honeycomb or to add more to your base. If you get a foundation that you can't snap on here, all you got to do is go inside the bunker and break the roof, and you'll be able to snap this here. So if I go in here and I remove this roof, I can add that here. So I've potentially extended my base a few tiles, or I could put honeycomb around it. Now, do remember that if no pieces snap to the outside of this base for the first floor, or if you put a second floor on, break the roof and then it should be okay. Anyways, back to the branch. This is how I build a branch to this base, or any bunker base that I build. I put 2 double doorway frames in the front. Then I go ahead and I put single doorways on the left, here, and on the right. After I do that, typically I'd put a shop front here and one on the left if it was open, but in this case I want to expand this, so I would just go ahead and do whatever you're going to do around it, and then make it stone. Fill in the ceilings or make a jump up to the second floor, and then basically harden the front. Alright, always make sure that your walls are hard side out. Hard side out means the hard side of a base, or a wall rather, looks like cobblestone road. A soft side looks really, really smooth. Okay? So for this, I'm going to go ahead and add my doors. I like them coming inward, just in case somebody goes deep on me. The right side, you put the inside single door swinging out. You type in your code, whatever that is. And then obviously I'd put my shot fronts where they need to be, which is on the inside, like that. Like this. I'd fill in my triangle ceilings, of course. And then, if this is all sealed up, depending on what you do to it, if you have a wall here, you could potentially put a furnace here to jump up into your bunker base, and you'd be good. In order to have that, you would just go ahead and do something like this, if you didn't want to expand to it. And you could put a spawn room up here as well. Use my double sheet metal door. Throw my coat on there. Put a couple sleeping bags. I could even put my furnaces in here as well if I really wanted to save me space in the bunker. And if you're so lucky in a wipe to get this, which I recommend highly, a shotgun trap. Spin it around, face it towards the corridor over your jump up. And then when people jump up, if you spawn above the airlock, when they go, if you hear them blowing in through your front doors and blowing up the doorway to your roof bunker, you can open this and the shotgun trap will eliminate that. You could also put a shotgun trap on the side, pointing down as well. Heck, you could even put two if you really wanted to make it super difficult to get in. And there you have it. I kind of gave you guys a little bit of an extra tip with the traps. This is kind of what I'll be doing with mine. Typically I only put one because it's hard to jump up to the roof bunker with two there. But anyways, alright guys, this is just another base design you guys can use in the beginning of any wipe. This is something that you can use in mid-wipe or future wipes in the Rust Console Edition. If you like what you see, drop a sub and a like. I'm part of the Boyfriend Squad. My name is Razor from RazorTube, and to catch more videos and more base designs, you can look in the Rust Guides playlist on my YouTube channel, and I will see you soon in the Rust Console Edition. Bye.